EU, France, Nigeria signs £10.2 million deal to boost local medicine production. Oyo government SON to address substandard steel production. Obama tells Democrats to push back against Trump's lawlessness and recklessness. Salah strike capped a vastly improved performance from the Egypt International. Now the details. The federal government, in partnership with the European Union and France, has signed a partnership agreement under the Global Gateways Manufacturing and Access to Vaccines, Medicines and Health Technologies Initiative. According to a statement issued by the EU today, the partnership aims to advance Nigeria's pharmaceutical manufacturing capacity and strengthen local health systems. Additionally, the project will reinforce the National Institute for Pharmaceutical Research and Development as a regional reference center for critical activities such as stability studies and quality control, fostering regional collaboration with Rwanda and Senegal. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund (NEL) has announced that the student loan scheme has crossed 1 million applications on its official portal, marking one of the biggest uptake levels for a government-backed social scheme since the start of the Tinubu administration. In a statement today by the Director of Strategic Communications Osheyemi Oluwatoye, Nigerian Education Loan Fund, it stated that the milestone comes barely 1 year after the program's launch on the 24th of May 2024, describing it as a proof that the student loan initiative is gaining strong national traction and public trust. According to Nelfund team, over 116 billion naira has so far been disbursed to students across universities, polytechnics and colleges of education in Nigeria, covering institutional charges and upkeep allowances. The managing director of Nelfund, Akintunde Sawyer, said the developments reflect the impact of the President Bola Tinubu renewed hope policy, the drive on access to higher education. The mouth, often referred to as the gateway to the body, requires attention and proper care just like any other part of the body. According to health experts, early signs of certain chronic illnesses can be detected in the mouth, highlighting the importance of good oral hygiene in our daily lives. In this health report, Agirigbo FM news correspondent Jehovah Tobiolaiju explores the concept of oral hygiene with a specialist. Here is the report.
Maintaining good oral hygiene has evolved beyond just brushing of teeth, flossing, and dental checkups. Oral hygiene requires adopting a comprehensive approach to prevent dental diseases and to promote overall oral health. This includes good regular interdental cleaning to avoid plaque buildup and bad breath. Annually, the World Dental Federation observes World Oral Health Day, a campaign dedicated to raising awareness on oral health and the importance of oral hygiene. The 2025 campaign theme is tagged A Happy Mouth is a Happy Mind, which highlights the link between oral health and mental well being. However, the World Health Organization (WHO) reports that oral diseases affect approximately 3.7 billion people worldwide, with common issues including tooth decay, loss, gum diseases, and oral cancer, which is the 13th most common cancer globally. In an interview with Agidigbo FM News, a renowned dentist, Dr. Mohamed Animashaun, highlighted proper oral care routines in maintaining good oral hygiene.
If you want to brush your teeth, the recommended type of toothbrush that you should use is a medium texture toothbrush, like the one I'm holding here. Unfortunately, you cannot feel the texture. If you want to brush, you make sure you are brushing from the gum to the teeth, like from the gum to the teeth, like a sweeping motion. Most people brush like this, which is detrimental to the gum health and also to the teeth. Because when you are brushing like this, you are brushing away the gum. It can expose, it can cause what we call gingival recession. It will expose the root of the teeth, then it can lead to sensitivity. So you brush like this from the gum to the teeth, sweeping motion like that, and you brush it all around. Then you also brush the biting surface of the teeth. You brush everything like this. Then also you come to the inner surface of the teeth too. You brush it out like this. You do the same thing for the lower jaw. And then you brush your tongue lastly. And then the brushing to take you approximately 2 to 3 minutes. After you are done brushing, then you can rinse your mouth. And ideally, you should brush twice in a day, at least twice in a day. First thing in the morning And the last thing before you go to bed at night, snacking a lot. A lot of people, they snack a lot, maybe taking all this chocolate, sweets, and the likes, because all these things can cause tooth decay, because the bacteria will act on them, and then it can lead to tooth decay. And then the lifestyle too. So alcohol, smoking, all these things can cause damage to our oral health. So you should try as much as possible to avoid smoking and to avoid taking alcohol, because they can affect the oral health too. Then drug abuse too. People that used to have drug abuse, maybe like taking marijuana, cocaine, and the likes, they can have a lot of dental problems. So as much as possible, we should try to avoid all these things. Then the most important thing is that at least you should visit your dentist twice in a year. Visit your dentist for twice in a year, and you should have scaling and polishing done at least twice in a year. So then you should, as soon as you have any pain, be like any you feel any pain in your mouth, or you feel anything uncommon in your mouth, you should report to the dentist as soon as possible. Don't wait until
Nevertheless, the importance of oral hygiene in our day-to-day activities cannot be overemphasized. Dr. Anima Shaun shared his view in this regard.
that the mouth is the gateway to the body. So, and a lot of diseases or systemic illness that are happening in the body can always be detected in the mouth first. For instance, if someone is having diabetic or high blood pressure, there are some signs and symptoms that you can always see in the mouth of that kind of patient. So when the person go for oral hygiene regularly, the dentist will be able to pick up those things, and then they will be able to guide them appropriately on time. And another importance of taking care of our oral health is that it boosts our confidence. Imagine you are talking in public, you are having a missing tooth, or maybe you have plaque and calculus accumulation. It can actually affect your confidence. And also, the way you eat, the way you masticate, and the way you talk. If you are not having proper dentition, it will affect your mastication and it will affect your eating. Also, the emotional well-being too. Imagine someone that is having halitosis, bad breath. Their partner can complain to them that I don't like your breath, and I'm not comfortable with it.
Despite the desire to maintain good oral hygiene, barriers such as inadequate access to oral health care products, financial limitations, and lack of prioritization can lead to suboptimal oral health practices. Stay tuned for the continuation of this report, where we will delve deeper into these factors and explore how government initiatives can help shape a more comprehensive approach to oral health care next week. Jehovah Tobi Olaiju, Agidigbo FM News.
The Oyo State government has announced its intention to deepen collaboration with the Standard Organization of Nigeria (SON) to stem the tide of substandard steel and iron rods circulating in the market in a renewed effort to safeguard lives and properties. The Commissioner for Investment, Trade, Cooperatives and Industry, Honorable Adeniyi Adebisi, gave the assurance while receiving SON delegation, led by the Special Assistant to the Director, the General Chief Executive of SON on his strategic support, Mr. Manji Pius, in his office at the State Secretariat Ibadan, noting that the partnership will promote public safety, quality assurance, and sustainable industrial development in the state. It is time to link up with our Maryland studio, United States, for the foreign news.
News from Kule Amzat Studio at Gidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Sonya. Former US President Barack Obama touted Democratic candidate for governor in two states at campaign rallies on Saturday, urging voters in next week's election to reject what he called the lawlessness and recklessness of President Donald Trump's administration. Obama, the two-term president, still highly popular among Democrats, laid out a biting indictment of the Trump administration at rallies for Virginia gubernatorial candidate Abigail Sparberger and New Jersey candidate Mickey Sherrill. Obama blasted what he called Trump's shambolic tariff policy and deployment of National Guard troops to U.S. cities. He criticized Republicans in Congress for failing to check Trump even when they know he's out of line. US President Donald Trump said he has asked the Defense Department to prepare for possible fast military action in Nigeria if the West African nation fails to crack down on the killing of Christians. The US government will also immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation and top oil producer, Trump said in a post on Truth Social. Trump's post on Nigeria came a day after his administration added Nigeria back to a countries of popular concern list of nations that the US says have violated religious freedom. Other nations on the list include China, Myanmar, North Korea, Russia, and Pakistan. Before Trump posted his attack threat, Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu earlier on Saturday pushed back against claims of religious intolerance and defended his country's effort to protect religious freedom. Nigeria's foreign ministry, in a separate statement, vowed to keep fighting violent extremism and said it hoped Washington would remain a close ally, saying it will continue to defend all citizens irrespective of race, creed, or religion. That ends the news from Clay Amzat Studio at Gidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Soya.
Now in the exciting world of sport. An slot hailed the unbelievable Mohamed Salah after the Liverpool striker scored his 250th goal for the club, as the Premier League champions eased the pressure on their head coach with a 2-0 victory against Aston Villa. Salah opened the scoring in a deserved defeat of Unai Emery's informed Aston Villa's team, after a calamitous error by the World Cup winning goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez, and Rhiannon Gravenberch added a second goal to the end of a run for successive league defeats for Liverpool and lifted Slot's side to third in the table. In his post-match reaction, Slot said it is almost unbelievable if you score 250 goals, let alone 250 goals for one club. You don't see that much in football anymore. Apart from the goal, Mohamed Salah had a very good performance. For him to score is not special, but 250 is special. The Liverpool manager therefore thanked the Anfield crowd for singing his name at 0-0 and backing him throughout the difficult moment, after 6 defeats in the previous 7 games, adding that he was happy with what he saw not only with the players but also the support from the team. The fans, which was actually what the team needed ahead of the Champions League clash against Real Madrid on Tuesday. To wrap up the news this evening, here is a recap of the headlines. EU-France, Nigeria signs £10.2 million deal to boost local medicine production. Oyo government SON to address substandard steel production. Obama tells Democrats to push back against Trump's lawlessness and recklessness. Salah strike capped a vastly improved performance from the Egypt international.
Don't forget that you can listen to us live on our website www.agidigbo887fm.com. You can also download our mobile app on the Google Play Store and iOS. Simply search for Agidigbo 88.7 FM. Follow us on Facebook at Agidigbo 88.7 FM, on Twitter and Instagram at Agidigbo 887 FM, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have news, stories and tips for us, contact our newsroom on 070-8714-4865 or send us a mail on newsroom@agidigbo887fm.com.
And before we go this evening, here is a quick tape. To live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. Finally, we have come to the end of the news around the world on the most listened to radio station, Agidigbo 88.7 FM, Ibadan. I am Bowale Akinbode. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
News is information, and information is power. At Agidigbo 88.7 FM, we bring the news from top to bottom.
The Oyo State government has said the over 1.5 million out of school children.
We give you reports from Oyo State.
Oyo State has about